What's good, everybody? I'm Blitz5, and the first weekend of Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is officially over, and it was a doozy. So a ton of gaming going on, too much gaming if you ask me, but I had a lot of fun, and we started this off on Friday with a 12-hour stream right here on YouTube. That was absolutely insane. My longest stream ever. Had to take a couple breaks, obviously, but I was kind of powering through with those double XP monsters. Even though I don't even enjoy them, the caffeine and the sugar was kind of pushing me through. So a big shout out to everybody that stopped by and kind of said what's up in the stream and hung out and all that stuff. So thank you to everybody that stopped by. And I figured I would make this video today as I'm recording it. It's October 15, 2018, Monday. So right after this weekend, and kind of go over recap of the weekend, show off my current stats and progression, and also do a little bit of a first impression of the multiplayer and also of Blackout, because these are the two game modes that I've been playing, and I haven't got to zombies yet. Eventually I will, but right now I'm really stuck on that multiplayer and Blackout. So I'll start off with Blackout first, because I know a lot of people are interested in that and have been playing that. So here's my character here. I unlocked Torque through one of the missions in the game. If you're not familiar with that right now, there's different missions and things you can do to get other characters. This is sort of like Fortnite style, at least it seems like that to me. So there's different characters here from the Black Ops series that you can unlock. Right now it says these missions are currently unavailable. And then as you level up, you can unlock these cool guys here at Echelon 80. This is level 80, and we got Echelon 20. These guys seem to be pretty elite, and that's why I think they're at the level 80 mark. So then we have the zombies characters. I got this guy for getting the digital download, who kind of looks like me with a white beard. Just kidding around. And then we have the multiplayer characters, which I've only seen a couple of these missions in the game. I got to a crate and I got like a note that said you need to use 2 barricades, or 1 barricade and 2 razor wires, and then finish in like a top position to unlock Torque. And in that crate was all of that stuff. It was the 2 razor wires and the barricade. So I was able to put those down and unlock Torque at the end of that game, which is pretty cool. So that's why I'm using him. And then let's go over to our stats. So we got almost 9 hours played in this game, which I was surprised to see, because I thought I played less of that, but that amounted to 46 games and 7 wins so far. So I'm pretty happy with that. I have a 15% win rate right now, and then also have a 3.5 KD. That was almost at 5 when I started off, and it's kind of been dwindling down as time goes. And I've really only played a few solo games, so eventually I'll get into that while I'm streaming, but because so many people were on this weekend, it was really easy to squad up and play those quad games, which was a lot of fun. So these are my current stats, and I'm level 15 right now. And as the kind of first impressions of Blackout, I'm really enjoying this game, how smooth everything is. They did a good job fixing the looting system and a lot of the issues with the menu. Still some things that I could probably hope to improve upon, or that Treyarch would, but there's so much stuff going on in the game and so many abilities that it's really hard to fit everything to a controller. So I think for the most part, they've done a good job, and I don't really have any major complaints other than the fact that I'm getting a lot of lag still in the squad mode, and I actually crashed, like my Xbox One crashed, and I have this playing on the One X on an SSD. So I don't know if this is a game thing or my Xbox thing, but that was kind of unfortunate, and I was surprised to see that. Kind of reminded me of PUBG a little bit. But for the most part, I really don't have any major complaints. I guess the only thing I can really think of is that I think the circle needs to move a little bit faster. I don't see many people dying from the play zone. I've never really had an issue with that. And because you can run and heal at the same time, you can really do a pretty good job of getting out of it as long as you have health packs. So I'd like to see that be a little bit faster, and some of the mid game slows down a lot, and I think they could kind of speed that up a little bit, but it's hard to say if that would affect the gameplay and kind of the whole Battle Royale experience too much. But that's really it for me. Then we'll move over to multiplayer. This is where, this is my old school bread and butter here. So I was surprised to see that I actually have less time played in this, but everyone's hyped about that Blackout, so we've been playing a lot of that. I'm currently level 44. 11 levels away from prestiging 11 levels. That's like a tongue twister. And here are my current stats. We got 1.8 KD, 37 wins, 21 losses, and my highest kill streak is 18, which I'm pretty proud of. Hopefully going to go for that tactical nuke. I didn't know if it was going to be in the game or not, but I think someone posted it. It's usually in there, some kind of surprise or as a medal or something like that. In World War II, I know you had to prestige one time to get the nuke, so I don't know all the specifics about it yet. I'm going to have to look it up after this video, but I'm definitely going to be going for that. You already know. Definitely always addicted to getting those tactical nukes, baby. And my first impressions of the multiplayer is that this is really tough. I mean, obviously you're going to run into people that are bad like always, but I feel like a lot of people, since they're playing Blackout, and that's where all the hype is. The people that are still playing multiplayer are like really into it. And at this point in 2018, there's so many people that are good at Call of Duty. Like when I played back in college, you could play for 10 hours straight and just run into bad player after bad player after bad player. And I would have a 2 or 3.0 KD, crazy win-loss ratio. But in this game, you're playing against some serious competition and people that are like try-harding, like, you know, a lot. So it's definitely pretty competitive, and I think that's what's amounted to a lot of our losses here and not having like a great win-loss ratio. So I find that pretty interesting, but obviously you still run into people that aren't great. I'm just generalizing here, but it seems like that's a little bit of a trend. And as far as the game goes, there's a lot of stuff you could change. I'm probably going to make a whole video about like the multiplayer aspect of the game, like my review of it, but I enjoy it so far. I enjoy the specialist abilities. I know a lot of people are on the fence about that, but to me, it adds another layer of the game, having the specialist, just another layer of strategy, kind of like what building does to Fortnite. But if you're just a hardcore shooter fan, then it kind of gets in the way of that, especially when people are putting down barricades and doing all the stuff that you have to worry about taking out. And then also the pro to me is that it adds another level of strategy. I like it. It really helps you work with your team. Only one person can be one specialist at a time. So there's some like organization and teamwork that increases that in the game. So that's all the positives. I like that a lot. But then the negative is that when you have all these specialists, it enables you to kind of snowball the game really fast, and it can make for one team to have a really bad experience, because not only do you have all the kill streaks in Call of Duty if you're doing well, but if you have a squad that's really tight knit and knows how to use all their specialist abilities together, then you can really shut down the enemy team and have them have a really bad experience. Like if you put a barricade in a really good spot and the other team doesn't know how to take it down quickly, they're not used to that, and then you're getting kill streaks, and then you have the recon up and you can see everybody and you have extra health because you're playing with Crash, the specialist that his thing is everybody extra health. Like you can just completely demolish a team. So it really changes this from a casual to more of a hardcore game, in my opinion. So we'll have to see how that plays out over time. And as time goes on, a lot of casual people drift off and those hardcore players remain. So I can only imagine this getting more and more intense as time goes on. So these, like I said, are just my first impressions. 3 days of playing the game, kind of how I feel. Obviously going to get back into it and be playing a lot more, but that's, you know, where I'm at right now. Definitely enjoying both of these game types. Honestly, I almost enjoy just regular multiplayer more, but obviously going to be playing a lot of Blackout, and I have more time in that by a half hour. So I almost have 18 hours of gameplay in, and really liking this game. But, you know, it's not perfect. I don't see it lasting forever, but who knows with Blackout. I know a lot of people are going to be playing that for a long time. So that's it for now. I'll obviously be back with some more Call of Duty and PUBG content and kind of revisiting this after playing for a month or so or something like that, or after the next couple weeks. So let me know what you guys think of the game so far. Like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And as always, I'm Blitz5, and peace out.